Hey, it's Dan. Welcome back. You're watching iAllegedly. And got a good one for you today. Went to the Laguna Botanical Reserves. The weather's nice. After the rain, wanted to come up here. But, you know, stealing is legal now. So go ahead and take it. Go ahead. No, I insist. Take it. Just go ahead. Especially here in California. Just take whatever you want. Before I get into it, please take a second. Please like the video, hit the subscribe button, join the email list because we have an email coming out very soon. It's the first link below. And let's get right into it. Couple things. We just had retailers announce their sales. Start with the three. Macy's. Macy's comes out and says, hey, people have less cash right now than before, and they're spending less. Look at this tunnel. Wouldn't it be cool to have this in your house? So Macy's, everybody's spending less, and yeah, I got sidetracked right there. And what you're seeing is that sales are off at the worst time of the year, 9%. What do you mean, Dan? Well, this is school shopping season. Everything should be going gangbusters right now at Macy's. Kids need clothes, girls need dresses, boys need pants. It should be, you know, going gangbusters. No. People don't have any money right now. People don't have any extra disposable income, the CEO of Macy's says. And he said this place is off. And I'm winded walking up these hills, so yeah. Anyways, sales are off at Macy's. Sales are off a ton. The next one is Lowe's. Think about the ridiculousness of what I'm about to tell you. People are spending less money on home improvements. People are not doing their own home improvement projects. Well, they're not hiring contractors right now, so they must not be buying anything right now. And I was in a Home Depot this morning with my daughter, and it was very, very slow. And I asked, wow, is it always like this? Lately, it's just been dead. It's been dead. So, but people are not spending money on home improvements right now. Well, that's interesting. So no money being spent on home improvements. They're not doing their own projects. Guys, it's summer, guys. Hey, honey, before the kids go back to school, paint the deck. Before they go back to school, we need to put the new fixtures in the bathroom. Fix that door. You got it, babe. Let's get it done. Okay, no, people are not doing that right now. The final one is Dick's. Dick's Sporting Goods. Now, once again, Dick's Sporting Goods normally sees an increase during this time of year because you have kids going back to school and Johnny needs a new bat for baseball. And he outgrew, this was sickening, he outgrew the old bat. Huh? How do you outgrow a bat? Well, because the kid's, 2 inches taller and, weighs another 15 pounds and, shoe size has got up twice and needs new cleats too. They're not spending the money. And people are going without when it comes to sporting goods. The CEO of Dick's, who, by the way, Dick's was a horrible place to shop at. I hated it because it was so expensive when my kid played baseball. And it was awful, absolutely awful. But you had to do it. You had to go there. They'd have team buys. You'd have to go buy the shirts. You'd have to go buy the pants that matched everybody. And inevitably, I would always get extra pants, get extra shirts, because like clockwork, he would rip them and he would destroy them and you'd run out of them. But Dick's is saying that people are not doing that right now. Why is that? We're in the greatest economy ever. It's fantastic. Best economy ever. Now, next thing is good old, I'll show you guys that tunnel. Isn't that cool? The next thing is Walmart, okay? Walmart is canceling self-checkout because of the massive theft at Walmart and the crime with theft. I am telling you, if you guys ever saw these reports from these attorneys that are out there that represent people that were wrongfully accused of shoplifting, think about it. If you ever saw these stories, you would never use a self-checkout again. Now, the small Target stores, all they are is self-checkout. I always ask for help. Can you help me with this? Always. I want somebody on camera with me. I want somebody involved if I buy 20 items or anything. So, oh yeah, he had a TV in there too. He didn't pay for that. Right. So Walmart's getting sick of this. Walmart is canceling this. Now, title of the video. Just go ahead, take it. Governor Newsom here in California is proposing a law. Think about this. This guy wants to be president of the United States. That would be a crime if you stop someone from shoplifting, not just your employees, but if you have a policy at your establishment that discourages shoplifting, that's a crime. Huh? So let me say it again. You own a gas station, and I walk in and I just load my pockets up with stuff, and you want to stop Dan from doing that? No, you can't do that. You can't stop me anymore. How about that for a proposed law here in California? Is that insane? How insane is that? This guy thinks he's going to be president? Oh yeah, just take it. It's all yours. It's Looneyville, guys. It's absolutely nuts. And they just had a protest here in California where all these different gas station owners who are sick of this got together and went to the state capitol and protested that, hey, we're going to be put out of business. Now, Governor Newsom hates, gasoline-powered cars and loves electric and loves fans and free love. But what he wants to do is get rid of gas stations. What's the best way to do that? Take what you want. Steal what you want. This is insane, guys. It's absolutely insane. Now, if you think I'm making this up, read it below. It's nuts. But the idea with this is, people are fed up. People are fed up with the crime. People are fed up with the homelessness. Another $1 billion was raised to help the homeless in Southern California. What's it going to do? Whose pockets is that going to line? Seriously. My daughter's getting out of Los Angeles because it's so bad. And I finally convinced her that there is a much better place in the world, the city of Anywhere, California. Anywhere but LA, okay? That's where she's moving to. And Dad couldn't be happier, couldn't be prouder, okay? So, this is disgusting. We live in a world that theft is encouraged. And, you wonder why there's so much crime. You wonder why it's so backwards. It's this reason. That people, it's bad enough that you can't get prosecuted if you steal $949 worth of stuff. Actually, a number is actually $950. If you steal $950 or less, they will not prosecute you. Most of these people steal it, leave. People walk in with calculators and steal in California. How about that? So that's what we're living through right now. Seeing more and more of this. Now the next thing, BLS, Bureau of Labor Statistics. How about this one? One thing I am sick of that we have all too often is, hey, listen, our unemployment numbers are down, best economy ever. And guess what? Then a month later, they revise the numbers. Do you know that every single financial statistic in the United States, every single one, has been downgraded in 2023? They issue it, it was a mistake, and then they revise it lower. Just had the employment revised lower. You can read this story below, and it doesn't matter. It's not real, guys. None of this is real. You have numbers that are fake. You have people that are telling you things are good, and they are not. Okay? They have all these different walkways and areas up here. Just a really cool spot. But take it, man. Just go ahead and take it. Now, from a consultant, being a consultant and helping businesses, one thing I'm really good at is helping businesses get their phone to ring for as little as possible, inexpensive. And working with your existing customers, trying times. I made more money when things were bad. When I didn't have money to advertise, I made more money. And people need to get themselves in that mindset again and realize that things are going to go in a different direction. Okay? No, Dan, they're good. You're a liar. Okay? I'm going to tell you guys something about real estate here. Okay? I want to make sure I give the person credit for this one. Now, the first one is Cat. Look at this one, guys. It's from the Phoenix area, Zillow Finance. I didn't know Zillow still had a finance department, but they do. Think about this. Look at what it says. Hey, 50.4% of the houses in your area are selling under market right now. Why is that, guys? Why is that? I want to thank Kat for this one because this is solid gold. Once again, guys, get ready. Get ready to save money and ask for a better deal on everything you purchase. Now, you can't do it, you know, hey, bacon says $5.99, I'll give you $1. Clearly, you can't do that. But you need to ask for everything. Tom, you know, Laguna Hills. I drove through Laguna Hills to get here. Dan, the deals on apartments that you're talking about, $199 move-ins. Now, guys, Laguna Hills, that is a really high-end city. So you've got free rent, different incentives, and $199 move-in for apartments right now. Now, not cheap apartments. I don't even know how much they are, but that's a problem that you have right now. So we're seeing more and more and more of this right now. Okay? Now, my lifelong friend Tom sent me the greatest photo ever, and this is from North Tustin. Okay? I'm gonna have a seat here and read this to you. North Tustin, real estate. This is the area I want to live in, guys. Okay? It's the area I'm looking at. I've got streets already picked out. Dan would live here, and Tom knows it. This is from Seven Gables Realty. The average median listing price is $1,947,000. I'll put this up here for you. Okay, price per square foot, $636 a square foot. Average days in the market is 39 days, guys. Understand this. A year ago, it was 3.9 days. It's 10 times the wait time, okay? Now, the only inventory in this area is 22 houses. Now, understand this. My buddy Doug and I, when we filmed the foreclosure course, the Ninja and I with Doug, there were multiple foreclosures in this area. And he says, wow, Dan, we're starting to see some high-end properties that people cannot afford. And the commissions, this is what I didn't understand originally till he explained it to me, is that the commissions for real estate foreclosures are based on the type of loan that the people have. Who knew? Did you guys know that? I never knew that. So if you have an unconventional loan, the commission could be as much as 1% of the house's price. So if you buy that house, you could pay a 1% commission to the person that foreclosed on the people. The median rent in North Tustin, $5,200 a month. Median rent. Median. What is that? It's median. So, guys, this is outrageous. Now you can sit there and go, now what I'm going to get is people that go, see, Dan, your area, you live in a higher end area, it's nicer. They're not having problems. They're having problems, guys. People are having problems. The Lowe's down the street's having problems. The Dick's down the street's having problems. And Macy's in Santa Ana's got big problems. This is a mess, guys. And then you can just steal whatever you want. So I'm telling you, what you're starting to see more of, and that people are sending me messages and TikToks, is that people are walking into different establishments and just stealing food. Okay, well, they're hungry, Dan. That's what they're taking. No, they're ordering things and taking them. I've never been able to order fast food without paying for it first, so I don't know how they're doing this, but this is happening. So share your thoughts on this stuff so far, because it's out of control. You know, every now and then you guys send me stuff that is just amazing. And Tommy from Kryptovania TV, oh man, did he send me a good one for you. Listen to this, guys. Okay. We've made fun of Office Space before, but he sent me the Office Space files. And for those of you that have seen the movie, this has got everything. And it's absolutely fantastic. And I want to thank Tommy from Kryptovania TV. He's on Facebook, but it's got all these different files in it. And I will be exploring this galore, okay? But the best thing, as I drop it, is it's loaded with TPS reports, and if you guys have seen the movie, you know what that's about. But I do need you guys to come in on Saturday, so I guess you're going to have to change your weekend around and plan on coming in. So, Kryptovania TV, Tommy, thank you. I always appreciate the stuff you guys send me, but I also have got some crazy shirts coming that you guys have sent me, and there's a couple that sent me a shirt from the toll roads in toll taker, and I got it fitted, and I just got that back from the tailor, so that'll be coming out in the next couple days, and I'll explain everything to you what that means. But guys, from the bottom of my heart. Thank you for all the gifts always. But again, absolute home run. Thank you, Tommy. Kryptovania TV. And I love anybody who says, listen, we study cryptids, cryptoids, and Bigfoot and everything in between. So check it out on Facebook as well, guys. Kryptovania TV. Now, this doesn't end well. What I mean by that is the next few stories. First things first, guys, think about this. WeWork, which we've talked about before, is a office complex where you can rent a desk, rent a space, sit in a beanbag chair, and just work with a group of people, okay? In the UK, they are such a huge landlord. In fact, they're the biggest landlord of office space that they're facing billions of dollars in losses because they're going to shut down. This is bad, and it's going to make office complexes go out of business at a record pace, and they could see $3 to $4 billion in losses. Okay, upside down, guys, absolutely upside down. Now, here's another disturbing fact out of the UK, and that is 1 in 3 people last month borrowed money to pay their rent. Well, 1 in 3. Okay, well, what are these people, just bad at math? They just they're lazy, don't want to work? No, guys, they're having the same difficulty that they're having in Canada, that they're having here, that they're having in Australia. It's bad for everybody. And you need to cut back. You need to cut back any way that you can to save money right now. But 1 in 3 people have to borrow money to pay their rent? That is disturbing. That's a disturbing fact. Read it below. The payday loans, the things that we talked about yesterday, this stuff is happening on a regular basis right now. More and more people are borrowing money just to get by. Don't worry, honey, we'll make more money next month. Things will turn around. Don't believe that they will. If you are of the mind that this could be the good times, you could look back in December and say, wow, remember how great it was in August? Wow, things were booming, you know? Macy sales were only off 9%. Think about that, guys. If you have that mindset and you cut back and you are fiscally responsible for yourself, and you go through a little frugality with your own life, you're going to be better off. But if you save money and you want to buy things, you're going to be able to have tremendous deals out there because people will be desperate and they will be leveraged to the hilt during this time. Here's a very cool story out of Connecticut. Connecticut has a free tax week, August 20th through the 26th. You can buy items and services under $100 and not pay any sales tax. How cool is that? Anybody else have that? Any other state that has that? That was sent to me, and I thought that's really neat. Okay, that's just a nice thing. Not that it's going to make a big difference, but I mean, our sales tax here in Orange County at one point was almost 10%. So to save that and have multiple purchases for things, that's cool. That's just great. New York is cracking down on the Airbnbs right now in a big, big way. All these cactus and stuff up there. So people are scrambling right now because they're not renting them out. And most people that buy real estate are leveraged to the moon and back, Alice. And the problem with that is that they are just, at the tipping point of losing everything. And now, no revenue coming in. Oh, is that a problem? Yeah, it's a huge problem. So you're going to see an influx of properties that will enter the market. My buddy in the foreclosure market is just talking about how it's just a steady ascent. It's not a rush yet. It's just getting busier and busier and busier. Look at these things. So, just getting busier, guys. Okay? Now, you're going to see more and more of this in the coming weeks, the coming months. You're going to see more and more problems with this. Going to crack down on everything. Sometimes, no matter what the punishment is, it feels like too little, too late. And UBS is a financial company that played a big role in the housing bubble of 2006, 2007. they lied about the value of their mortgage-backed securities, and they completely misled banks, investors, and let a lot of people get loans that they never should have gotten. You know, these ninja loans, no income, no job, liar loans, whatever you want to call them, just idiocy, okay? And it's funny, things are more expensive today than they were back then, okay? But UBS just got a federal fine of $1.435 billion. Isn't that kind of weird? From 2008, okay? Kind of a too little too late. So read the story below because, again, misleading investors, having mortgage-backed securities, telling us that everything's great when it's not, selling assets that they rated as AAA when they were, you know, dog caca, okay? Let's leave it at that. And needless to say, a lot of people suffered during that time. So, you know, no big deal. Juul, the electronic cigarette company. How about this, guys? Do you know that Juul was never FDA approved? There's a great documentary that I watched about this because, you know, I had people that have talked about a lot of different medical, different type of procedures that wanted to present at my events. And if I didn't understand it, if it wasn't crystal clear to me, I would send it to those things called doctors and regulatory people that were scientists, yeah. And they would tell me if it was shenanigans or not. Well, Juul, those electric cigarettes, they never got FDA approval on that. Huh? Who knew that? I didn't know that. Well, Juul right now is trying to cut 30% of their staff right now to maintain profitability after all the fines and everything else that they've had. Isn't that crazy, guys? Who knew that they were even open still? So, you know, again, if you guys get any stories like this that are just crazy, or I can't believe that this is happening, share them with us because we always want to see this stuff, okay? I'm going to finish this video with these last few stories. And the first thing is, when you guys travel and you have to fly an airline, one thing that I hate is getting $75 to death. The term used to be nickel and dimed, but it's not nickel and diming, it's $75 to death. I hate that, just can't stand it. Oh, the price is this. Oh no, you want a seat in the airplane. Oh, that's another $100. You know what I mean? It's just lunacy. Well, now you're starting to see this more with hotels. And hotels are starting to get more and more desperate because we're spending less money traveling. So what are we gonna do? Oh, you want an early check-in? You know, Country Inn, the suites, different places that people have sent me lately are all doing this where they're charging for everything now. Oh, you want your room cleaned? Well, yeah, that's not included. You're not gonna have fresh towels. You know, we'll give you 2 towels for free. Beyond that, it's a $25 charge. Why are you traveling? You might as well sleep in your car. You'd have more comfort than you would with some of these hotels. That's the thing that I think about. I just love coming up here. It's so peaceful. But it's nice after the rain. Everything's all cleaned up and it's very nice. But have you been noticing this? And one thing is that traveling, being Dan, you know, because I have to film a lot of the times and I film in and around hotels and things like that. So I call first and get approval of stuff like that. And if I get lucky every now and then, they're like, oh, John, the manager, thinks you're an idiot and he does watch your channel. It's usually a compliment, but I just thought I'd add that. So you get that, but the problem with it is that you don't want to pay for this stuff. It's ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous that people are charging for all these different things. A 40-year business in Malibu, Gladstone's for Fish, right on Pacific Coast Highway. A lot of people travel there, and I had classmates, my last reunion, went up there. We're going out of business, guys. Between now and October, they're down for the count. Final story, sign of the times, guys. Final story, a man went to an Olive Garden and said he had a rat's foot in his soup. And normally I have to pay extra for that, but he didn't like it and he's suing now because there was a rat's foot in the soup. Read the story because it's a pretty good picture of something. Maybe it's a chicken foot. Anyways, it's a foot. Okay. Please don't forget to hit the like button. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Onward and upward, guys. Don't forget to join the email list, and I will see you guys very soon.